knowing that Tom Ford's Lost Cherry smells like corpses.
Boy, have I got a story about this, as I experienced firsthand the scent of unalivement, and more than that, I actually lived in it for almost 2 weeks. For those who are squeamish about this stuff, please scroll because I'll be going into a little bit of detail on how that happened. So I can confirm that there is a sweetness to the scent of unalivement, and here's the story. So once upon a time, my sister and I were living for the first time as roommates together in the west end of Montreal, in NDG, and we had one of those old typical apartments that you find in Montreal. So this was about 15 to 20 years ago, and it was a great neighborhood, great apartment, but at one point in time, this was in the summer, we started to notice this faint, sweet, pungent smell that was in the lobby space. And it was in the lobby space, and it was particularly stronger in the basement. But as the days would go by, it would start permeating everywhere. It got into all of the apartments, and it was literally like a cloud of this scent that was everywhere. So you couldn't get away from this scent. It was literally in my clothes. When I would take the subway, I could still smell it on me. And I will never forget that scent. And so at some point, obviously, the landlord started getting involved because there was a lot of complaints, and they were looking for it actively, and they were having trouble finding it, and finally they found it. The scent was coming from the basement, from a door in the washer and dryer area, and there was actually a unit that was there, and it was an older gentleman that was living there. And apparently, when the concierge opened the door, they found the body of this person who was unalived by somebody else. Someone had broken in and stolen his rent money. And anyways, a really sad story. But long story short, yeah, he was there lying on the ground for almost 2 weeks, and just fully exposed and decaying in the middle of the hottest days of the summer. So you can imagine what that smelled like. And what I can say is that it's far more complicated than just narrowing it down to the scent of benzyl aldehyde, which is what this creator is sort of talking about. It's way more complex than just, the scent of sweet almonds and cherry, which was present, but there's a tackier, waxier, and pungent smell to it. And I'll have to do another video for it to get into more details, but it is definitely more complex than just saying it smells like Lost Cherries by Tom Ford. Make sure you follow for part 2. I'll be going into more detail of the construction of the scent of Decay. It's really interesting and a lot more sophisticated than just saying that it's, this particular molecule.